Good morning, friends. It's Dana. Welcome to another video. This is my second shot at this video, so I'm a little flustered. I've got a couple things for today. First, I want to show you some really cool stuff I found at Goodwill. And this is the first thing. I found this entire box. Look at this. And these are the out cards for when doctors' offices and stuff used to have all paper files on their patients. Now everything is digital, but they'd have that whole wall of like patient files, and then when they pulled your file out, they would slip this card in to show that the file had come out. These I've been playing with for my journals, and they are really cool. I'm going to show you what I've made, and we're going to make something together. That's what we're going to do today. And I could never use this amount, so check my Etsy shop out. I'm going to put some of these in packs on my Etsy shop. So if you're interested in them, you can pick some up because they're super fun to use. The next thing I found is these beautiful music books. Now these are large. They are, let's see my ruler. Looks like these are like 12 and a half by 9 and a half. Sorry, I bumped the camera. 12 and a half by 9 and a half. These are nice and big. And there was a whole like series of them, but I picked just the two thickest ones. And you know when you find books with music paper in them, sometimes they don't have like a lot of notes and stuff. Look at this, because they're all classical music. And the paper is not super thin. It's a really nice weight, so it's going to take coffee dyeing really well. Look at this. And look at all those music notes. So I picked up 2 of those. So these were just beautiful. I'm so excited about that. And then I got, what else did I get? Oh, you know the little rolling carts that we get that hold all of our stuff, the 3-tiered like rolling carts you can get at Michael's or whatever? Look what I found. These are IKEA. These are made to like kind of, you can slip it on the side to have more storage space. So it was, pink stickers were half off when I was there. So I got both of these for a total of 75 cents. So I'm super excited about that. That was a great find. And the other thing, I got several things that day, but the other thing I was super excited about was this whole pad of graph paper, and it's huge. I mean, it's huge. This is as big as my ruler. This is like 11 by 17. And it's just a tear off pad. So, and it had tons of paper still left in it, so that was only $1. So I got some pretty neat things at Goodwill. So I'm excited. But check out my Etsy shop. I'll link it below. I'm gonna link some of these out cards because there's just no way I'm gonna be able to use all of those. All right. Oh, and another thing I found was this whole pack of Dollar Tree stuff. That I was super excited about. Just like, oh, and I think there was a thing of washi in there too. Yeah, I was most excited about the washi and the gems. But for what it was priced, it was like, oh, okay. Well, I use these on my fridge, these little magnetic notepads, and what it was priced, I would have paid more at Dollar Tree for all of this stuff. Don't know. These are like little fabric bunny bags. My kids are grown and I don't really do Easter, so I'll have to come up with something creative to do with that. But the gems and the washi was what I was most excited about. I think I got the whole bag of stuff for like $1.50 or something. So, and then I also found these really pretty. They were in like kind of like the doily section, table runner section. Look at this one. This middle flower is going to be really pretty to use somewhere. Then I got the same kind of thing. Look at these leaves on this one. Can you see this? Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, these are going to be fun to use. Okay, let's play. You can see I cut some of the leaves out already. let's play. Let me show you what I've done first. So I've got 2 journals in process. So I have these 2 journals that I'm working on. And so I played with those little out folders. And what I did with this one, okay, this is just going to be an insert, a page insert. Just like any other page. I have all these scraps. Sorry. Trying to keep everything organized. So this is just going to go into the signature. Look, I have a plain one in here. I didn't pull this one out. Let me pull that out. Because this is where this one's going to go. So let me put it in the signature so you can really see what it's going to look like. What I love about these is all the lines on them. Look at all the cool journaling space. So this one, I just decorated like this. Let me grab a little tag here because I want to show you. When I cut them down to size, because these are large, like a 9x6 journal, you're going to need to cut some of it off. So I took the offcuts, because here's what you end up with. And I made a little tuck spot here. So this is actually a tuck spot too. So I added a little tuck spot there. So when you open it up, I've decorated a little envelope here and just clipped it in, and I inked everything. So then the other side of it, you put some of my paper ruffle trim that I make on the side. And then on the back side, I just used some Tim Holtz collage paper and a vellum sticker. What a cool insert just for a journal. It just is, I mean, look at all of this journaling space. Really neat. Okay, so that's just regular journal insert. Okay, so what I've done with this one is I'm going to put this in the center of the journal. I'm sorry, the journals don't look all that great with my scraps coming out, but okay, so this is going to float in the middle like this. So you can see I sewed around the edges. Really cute. Just did a little flower collage there, scrap of paper, vellum sticker, and on the back, more little like collage paper, butterfly gems, things like that. But then I ran one of the offcuts, so it's also a tuck spot here on the side. And then you can also journal on it. And then what I'm going to do is see how cool it looks with all the stitching. It looks so nice. And then what I'm going to do is stitch it in when I stitch in the signature. And then I'm going to close up the sides. I'm going to glue up the sides. So it's also going to be a nice big pocket for you to put anything you want in there. So that's how that one's going to go. So then another idea that I had for one of them. So let's grab one. And I think I'm going to use my scoreboard because these are, move Dusty, trying to get to my scoreboard. When I'm sitting here filming and talking to you guys, my dogs are literally on the floor, like right around. Like if I wanted to move, I couldn't. Okay, so I'm going to use my scoreboard here because if I can find my scoring tool, there it is. This is super thick. Can you hear that? These have to be thicker than even 110-pound cardstock. Look at that. Super thick. Okay, so what I want to do is, well, I know I'm going to have to trim this way because it's just not going to fit in the book any other way. So what I'm going to do is trim this down first to, let's see, probably 11 inches, including the tab, okay? That way it doesn't stick out. So I'm going to set the tab is 1/2 inch, so I'm going to set this in at 10.5, I think, yeah. All right, so there's an offcut we can use for something. And I'm not going to do anything with the length because what I was thinking is that this would make really cool, like, folder. You know how you put, like, in a traveler's notebook? So, like, you fold up the bottom and make a folder out of it. I'm looking for my bone folder. I know I seem distracted, but I can't find my bone folder. No! Okay, so I'll use my other one. All right. So let's see. So this is 11 with the tab. I might even cut the tab off. Let me cut the tab off because I think, okay, these are like my kitchen scissors. Where's all my stuff? Goodness gracious. Okay, I'm just gonna cut the tab off because I think it's gonna interfere with the folder that I wanna make. I think the tabs are super cool hanging out. I'm gonna save that. That would be a cute tag topper. Let's save that. Okay, so we have 10 and a half, so we're gonna go 5 1/4. Let's score down the middle at 5 1/4. And I'm gonna go over it a couple times because like I said, this is super thick. Okay, and that should make folding it fairly easy. There we go. Sorry, it's very rare I get like super excited about stuff. So this is gonna make this folder smaller than an actual page, which I think is cool because I'd like to have different size things. So let's see how tall this is. So let's score like right about here. A pocket that size would be kind of cool. So I'm gonna put my finger right here on this line so I don't forget which line I want to score on. That line right there. So it's at about the 6 3/4 mark. So let's go 6 3/4. Now, of course, you can make this any size you want. Whatever you want to do is fine. This is just, you know, this is just what I'm doing here as we're sitting here playing. Okay. Okay, I'm going to get rid of my scoreboard because we don't really need it anymore. Just set it on the floor there. Makes burnishing this a lot easier. Okay, let's, okay, so now what I'm going to do, what I would like, see how this is not going to, this is going to be super bulky in the middle here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cut this away. So I'm going to open it up, and then I'm going to fold it back up this way. And then from the middle score line, I'm going to take just a smidge off. So I'm just going to cut. Oh my gosh, that's so thick. It's really cool. You know what? It's got these little like doohickey things, kind of like you get like when you die cut stuff, when you punch out die cuts. I'm going to just cut these off a little. Make my edges really smooth. Make sure there's not any more. I think there's a couple over here. Interesting. Wonder where those came from. Okay, so this is what we have. So that folds up like this, and then it'll fold in like this. So we have this journaling space, this journaling space. Then you open it up, you can journal on the here and back here, because whatever goes into the pocket can be removed to do your journaling. And now it won't bulk up because we have that there. We've removed the middle. Okay, so let's ink this. I want to use, I'm using walnut stain today because my vintage photo is almost gone. I think I want to get my corner rounder because I think I want to round the corners. Let's see, do we want 1/4 inch or half? Let's try both. Let's see which ones we like best. So that's 1/4 inch. And we'll do 1/2 inch over here. See which one we like better. Let's see, I think I like the 1/2 inch. I don't always like the 1/2 inch. Some people use that on everything. I find myself using the 1/4 inch most of the time. But that looks cute like that. Okay, let's ink this up. Like I said, I'm using walnut stain because my vintage photo is almost gone, but I think my walnut stain is almost gone too. But I like the walnut stain. It's a little bit darker, and if you're looking for more of kind of an earthy, darker look to your inking, you're definitely going to get that from walnut stain. So I'm just going to ink everywhere where the edge is going to be seen. Oh, we got more of them little doohickey things here. I'm going to make the edge straight. There we go. I'm just going to kind of rub over the front just to kind of age that up a little bit. I've had so much fun trying to think about what to do with these because it was such an interesting find. I've never seen anybody use anything like it. And I also, like, so I was just like, wow, what can we do with these? And so comment below, you know, what would you do with it? I'm sure you guys have a ton of ideas that I would love to hear. What you would do with them, because, you know, I obviously can't think of everything, and I would love to get some more ideas of how I can use these in my journals. Okay, did we get everything on the front? I think we did. So let's do the, oh, no, we didn't. Let's get this middle fold. It's just such an interesting element that I've not seen before in a journal, so that's always really fun. There we go. Now that looks really nice. Okay, so let's do the back or the front. Depends on how you look at it. This will be a cute little folder, kind of a journaling folder that will also hold some other stuff. Mementos, tags, journaling cards, tons of stuff. That's a nice size folder. Okay, last side. I know the inking takes a little bit, but it's just, to me, it's worth it. Just, it adds so much to the look of it. Definitely worth it. So I woke up this morning, and as I'm finishing inking, I would tell you guys, okay, we don't get a whole lot of like weather phenomenon here. I live in the desert. I live in the Phoenix, outskirts of Phoenix area. And the most weather we normally get is, you know, during monsoon season. You know, we get heavy storms, monsoon storms. So I woke up this morning after it had kind of rained off and on all day yesterday, and it was so foggy. I went to drive my daughter to school, and you could hardly see in front of you, which is just so strange for Phoenix. So, okay, what I'm going to do is take this to my sewing machine, and I'm going to stitch all the way around. I'm not going to stitch this closed. I'm going to close it here on this side. That way there's more room to put stuff in there. So I'll be right back. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. I've stitched all the way around. I just happen to have white thread in my machine. So now we have our little pockets here that are going to fit stuff. And let's decorate this. Let's do the inside. Well, I don't know. I want to see how it looks in the signature. Hang on one second. So this would go, I wouldn't put it on the outside, but oh, that looks so nice on a page because you can see the page behind it. So when you open it up, you're going to have this little folder here. And then on the other side, you'll have this little folder here. Really cute. Oh, I'm so happy with that. Okay. Let's put some nice stuff on it. So my thing about this is, because this is a really nice journaling area, I don't want to do too much to it. I want to leave as much space for journaling as possible. It is going in a journal. So I don't want to cover everything up. Like I said, anything you put in the pocket that covers up this journaling space can be taken out to write on. So that's removable. So that's like no biggie. Okay, so, but the fixed areas, I don't want to do too much too. So maybe a flower or a little bit of collage, something like that. We don't want to waste our journaling spots. But I think some lace on the edges of the pockets would be cute. So we'll do that when we get to the inside here. I just want to do either like a vellum sticker and a flower or collage or something like that. So I do have some stamps that I made, some faux stamps. We have some labels here. Let's see. I made a bunch of like faux postage stamps the other night here, and I think those would be really pretty. So let's find a smaller one to use. That one's really pretty. That would look pretty on there. It's a little big. I don't want to take up that much space. So let's just try a few of these. That one's cute. So it's only covering up just a couple of lines here. Let me see if I've got anything smaller. I don't think I do. Let me check this pile here. That one's a little bit smaller, but I really like that one. So let's use that one. I'll keep this out because I think we can use those somewhere else too, maybe on the back. Well, let's just do that right now. Let's pick one for the back. This little yellow butterfly one is cute. Let's keep that one out. Okay. So, sorry for my reach. Okay. So we need something behind it. So let's choose like a scrap maybe of that I've got sitting around from my offcuts for these journals that I'm working on. Let's see. Oh, that's really pretty. Let's use that. These two are kind of, they would blend in. Let's see what else I have. Let's see, here's a green one too. We could use that one. And here's even some purple. So let me just pull these because we'll work from these scraps. Okay, I really like this one because I think it really kind of goes with this, you know, it sets off the stamping I did with the black ink. Okay, so we need to cut this down just a little and we'll tear the other end. And I think I want to cut a little bit off the top here. Don't want it to be as wide as it is. So I'm just going to tear that a little bit. Maybe put the straight edge up there. Yeah. Okay, and we just need something else behind it. I just want to knock back the white edge here. This ink is not going to show up because the paper's too dark, but I want to just knock back the white edge. Okay, get this glued down. I hope I'm in frame. Yeah, okay. If I go over my time here, guys, you know, just look for the part 2, okay? You guys know how my phone is. If it goes over 33 minutes, it's going to sit there and start another. Yeah, and we're at 23. I'm not sure. We'll finish this in 10 minutes, but we'll see. Let's put some cheesecloth back here. This is just coffee dyed cheesecloth. I'm just going to take a little snip, and I'm not even thinking about like what the shape is or anything. Let's just lay this down and put some Fabri-Tac on the back of the stamp. I'm still working on that bottle, trying to get the rest of it out and used. I don't want to waste. Okay. And then we're just going to set this like right over the cheesecloth in the corner. We'll just hang on to that for just a second. Let me see if I have a little tiny vellum sticker here. I don't know if I do. Oh, you know what? I cut this off because it was too big for the space that I was using it for. And so there's this little bitty piece left. Let's use this. Okay. There we go. That'll be perfect. Perfect. We'll just set this right down in the bottom corner. Well, that worked out. Looky there. Then I'm just going to take some ink just to kind of get rid of the white vellum part. Make it blend in a little bit with what we've got going on here. And I think, do I want to take some of that cheesecloth off? I do. Let's just take just a little bit off. Okay, so that's one side. Done really quick. Let's do the back. Okay, so back here, let's find a cute little vellum sticker that we can use. That's not too big. Oh, this will be perfect. Let's use this one. And we'll just leave the rest for journaling, because we don't want to take up that space. I'll just put this right up the edge. Just like that. And I got these on Etsy. If you search vellum stickers on Etsy, you'll find a ton that come up. All right, so we'll leave it simple like that. Really pretty. So the inside, I know that I want to do either lace or, let's see, paper ruffle maybe. I think I want to do lace. I have this lace here. That's the last that I have of this. And I think that would look really pretty. So let's use that. Let's straighten up this side. And then just kind of cut this part here at an angle so that it fits the angle of our pocket, like that. That looks cute. Okay, let's put down some Fabri-Tac here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Lay this down. Really cute. Okay. Okay, let's cut the other side. So this angle should be perfect. It just needs to be trimmed up just a tad. There we go. And about right here. Okay. All right. Let's lay that down. Really cute. Okay. I want to make sure that I didn't stick my pocket down. Okay. Oh, we were going to use this on the back and didn't, but that would look really cute right here. I don't want to do too much to the inside because I don't want to bulk it up too much. So let's go ahead and just lay this down. I'm not going to put anything behind it. Because it's already going to be kind of bulky with the lace. So we'll just lay this right here. And I don't know, maybe a little flower? I have these, I don't know what kind of flowers these are. I got them on clearance at Hobby Lobby. They've got cute little like prints on them. I like this one. And even this one. I like this one because it's got kind of the red in it. Let's use that. Because you got to remember you're not going to see these two together. Okay, you're not going to be looking at it like this. There's going to be journal over here. So we want it to look right on its own, not so much with the other page. It does not have to coordinate. And I'll just pop a little gem here in the middle of this flower. Okay, let's get that on there. And put some glue there. Get my pen and my glue. And let's see, where are my gems? Here they are. Oops, I'm all sticky from the Fabri-Tac. Okay. That's how we're looking there. And oh, and maybe we can even put some little stickles on here. That would be pretty. Show you what it looks like right now. And then let's add. Just maybe give our flower a little bit of sparkle here. I'm just scratching this on. I'm not laying big heavy lines of it. Just enough to give it a little bit of sparkle, and maybe to our butterfly over here. To his wings. There, give him a little bit of sparkle. So I'm not going to close this because the stickles are wet, but that's how it will look in our journal. I won't close it all the way. So there's that side, and then that side, and then we have the inside pockets that will sit. This will sit in a signature. Really cute. Okay, so that was fun to play with those. That was a great find at Goodwill. So if you're interested in purchasing any of these, I'll have them in my Etsy shop, which will be linked below. And you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.